the money people actually donate is an absolutely waste of time. So most people are aware of the McGrath Breast Cancer Foundation. We see people as fundraising events to raise money for the McGrath Breast Cancer Foundation. I never really looked into it before. I just presumed that we were raising money for breast cancer research. But no, it actually turns out the McGrath Foundation actually raises money to provide breast cancer nurses to people all over Australia. The other thing is, all that effort that everybody goes to raising money and all the money people actually donate is an absolutely waste of time. Well, it's definitely been a waste of time for the last 4 years. Have a look at this. Last year, you can see that they spent $8.8 million on breast cancer nurses, but spent a lot more than that on fundraising and administration. So how does that work out? So this organisation is costing the taxpayers money. Even with all the fundraising efforts and all the donations from individual Australians and companies and businesses, the McGrath Foundation still does not actually end up earning enough money to pay for all the nurses that they say they provide for us. How does that make sense? As you can see in this article, the government are the people that are making up for the cost of the McGrath Foundation not being able to actually provide the funding needed for all our breast cancer nurses. Does this actually shock anybody else as much as it shocks me? I actually shouldn't be feeling as shocked as I am, because I know non-profit organisations and charities aren't necessarily as good as they are made out to be, but to actually see in writing that this charity is actually costing the government money while people are spending so much time and effort actually funding this foundation as well. So where's all the money going? In fact, the foundation is actually just a government outsourced health provider. Not a charity that we are all giving money to, that is raising money for cancer nurses, which, no, it's actually like just a huge shock to discover that the McGrath Foundation isn't really like a charity at all. It's a government health provider. So just in my mind, I'm thinking of all the tireless effort that people put into raising money for this charity, how those people would feel to know that the truth is that all their efforts are in vain. The money raised isn't really going into any sort of charity. It's not helping people in Australia have anything extra. It's actually only going to help fund a part of a service that our government would provide and fund for us anyway. It's mind-boggling. It's actually mind-boggling to think that this charity is just happily doing this in the open. I came across this article online, so if I've seen this article, other people have seen this article. That has to mean that for some people this is just common knowledge, but I just think that most people absolutely have no idea that when they're donating to the McGrath Foundation, that their money is actually going into a money pit and certainly not going to where it should be. So if you got this far, I'd actually really love to know what you think about the whole McGrath Foundation. All I know after reading this information, there is absolutely no way I will be giving to any charity in the future without actually doing a whole bunch of research to make sure it's actually a real charity. If you got this far, thanks heaps for watching. Bye for now.